What's up? What we got?
James, does it sometimes get a little bit overbearing having to sort of balance baseball and football?
Nah, it's all good. It's all good. It's fun. The busier I am, is the better for me.
When's the last time you threw 56 pitches in a game? Because you had 56 passes today.
High school. Definitely high school.
Were you surprised at all that you played that much?
Nah, because what we were trying to do was trying to get the chemistry going and just try to simulate a game as best as we possibly can. And I think we did a good job at it.
How is that communication with those receivers going? You know, a lot of new guys to kind of get on the same page with. How's that process been this spring?
It was way better today. Just like our first scrimmage, it was iffy. Our second scrimmage, it got a little better. This scrimmage, it was way better. And we had a lot of young guys step up. Kermit had a great day on their side. Isaiah had a great day. Bobo on my side, and look out for number 87, Jackson. He gonna be a playmaker one day.
It seemed like the passing attack kind of picked up as the game went on. What did you guys do to get more comfortable and get more relaxed?
It's just get into the game. That's what it was. When it started off fast, everybody's going fast. That's their first real game in front of all those people that they're actually starting. And obviously, the first half was just, it was just, it wasn't a cluster screw, but it was just fast. And when everybody settled down and we started back to playing Seminole football, we got that competition going on, everybody going back and forth with each other. That's when we settle down. That's when we play our best.
Did you have a conversation with the receivers about, hey guys, let's catch our breath, slow down a little bit?
Yeah, every time I came to the sideline, I talked to young guys individually, and I was just like, what you saw, what you need, was you open, stuff like that, and just to get that, their feedback on what's going on, because it's always good to get their opinion on what's going on. Sometimes I tell them, no, that's not right, and I overrule them. But as long as we communicate good, it's gonna be okay.
How is that dynamic different now this year from last year, where you had all those guys that were more experienced than you? Now you're kind of the guy that has to tell people what to do. How's that dynamic worked out for you?
Well, if our summer last year, I was telling them what to do. That's how I got the respect from those older guys, because they was coming from EJ, and I had to gain my respect by showing them that I knew what I had to do. So it's kind of the same thing, but obviously they had more experience. Like Kenny, I had to gain Kenny's respect because his throw was the hash read. So I had to tell Kenny, when you run this route like this, I need you to run like this, so we can be on the same page. And me and KB, we did extra drills during the summer, got his timing, worked on a lot of jump balls, that came in handy. We did digs, different things like that to help create a comfort zone for the wide receivers, because I don't care about me being comfortable, because I know I got a good offensive line, I got great players around me. It's about everybody else being comfortable.
Do you feel like a coach or a teacher at times with the young guys?
I got to. That's my job. Quarterback.
Coach Fisher said that sometimes when you and Gladio had such great freshman years that sometimes players have to fight boredom. Have you ever had to fight boredom?
I'm fighting boredom right now. Yeah, on the field. Yeah. But it's good to be bored. It's good to be bored, because when you're bored, you want to do more. And by me being bored, that makes me, okay, I'm bored, so hey, think about the little things. Find that back, check that ball down. Don't think big all the time, And that's one thing I got to work on my game, just checking the ball down. I had a couple big plays when I just threw the ball 2-yard gains and they, sprung out there. So that's how I'm gonna take my boredom, get better off my boredom.
What area specifically do you need to get better in? What area specifically do you need to work on, do you feel, to get better?
Well, technique-wise, I got to work on my hips, and that's what my coach been telling me that since I was in high school, and obviously just being more disciplined, taking the check down, and I said that last year. But I just got to know I got guys that I can get the ball to that make some plays, and I just got to be. Last year I was more of a big play guy. This year I really got to take on the challenge of being a game manager, like knowing down my situations and knowing where to go with the ball at times.
Jameis said earlier, maybe your best throw is the drop down on a 5th read to Nigel Terrell. I mean, looking back in that, is that the kind of thing you're talking about? With
Yeah,
that kind of
that's definitely. Because things like that, it's going to get you positive yards, and then the fans going to be like, okay, well, he just dumped it down. But the scouts and the people that know what they're doing, they're going to be like, wow, he got to his 5th read, and that's what happened. That's why I got to understand, like, hey, throwing the ball down vertically, that's gonna get you some yards. But if you check it down to the guy that knows what to do with the ball, he's gonna get you some yards too. And we didn't have Carlos or Pender out there. And I know if I can throw it backwards to them and they'll take off and score a touchdown.
Does it change how you said you worked on jump balls with Kelvin a lot last year. Does it change how you have to throw to those guys who this year are maybe a little bit smaller? Aren't you don't have 6'6" guy walking around this year. Do you have to change how you throw to those guys?
No, I'm not gonna change how I throw. I mean, it was a blessing to have Kelvin running around just a giant over everybody. But I'm not gonna change what I do at all. I'm just gonna change the mental side because I gotta make smarter decisions. Like, say I'm in the red zone and I don't have KB out there, I gotta make a precise back shoulder throw to Bobo because I know he's not gonna be able to go over a 5'10" cornerback. I can make a low throw or make a back shoulder throw and get the same outcome. With Kevin, I just throw it over his head. So,
and how good are those defensive backs? You PJ and Rashad.
We got the best backs in the country. PJ, Jalen, we don't got Darby. Nick Wason played a great game. Our second team backs, Keelan and Quiz. I mean, they great backs, and we got our young guy, number 20. He's gonna be good.
How have you seen Bobo Walter progress from the beginning of spring to now?
Well, but one thing about Bobo, he always was willing to learn, and me and Bobo we got our chemistry fixed probably about the fourth day of practice because he came to me asking like, where you want me to be on this? Because even his freshman year, he was asking me, how do you want this route? Because he saw me working with Kenny and stuff, and I was like, Bobo, just get with them. And Bobo, he's in here working out with Rashad. Bobo used to wake up at 8 o'clock in the morning, work out with Rashad and Jonah down there in the weight room. So he's gonna be the easy one because mentally he's right, he's mature, and he wants to be there. But guys like Kerman and Isaiah, the guys that just cool, laid back, and don't do as much as Bobo, those are the guys that I'm talking about that's gonna have to step up, and I'm gonna have to watch a lot of film with. Because Bobo, he's the type of player, he's gonna do it on his own, no matter what.
Are you kind of excited to watch film with a guy like Isaiah Jones that's got that size?
Yeah, I'm excited to throw it into my guys. I'm excited to throw to Kerman, his little 5 to 8. He'll take it to the house. I just got to throw it to him. He gonna get some positive yards.
Jameis, Sean and John seem like they made a lot of progress. How proud of you of how they developed?
Well, one thing about Coach Fisher, I mean, he's a quarterback guru, and Coach Sanders, he worked with us a lot. So I knew they were going to have a successful day. And Jones, the only one that didn't throw a pick. But you see Cook. Well, Cook had a good day, too. It was happy to see him out there.
Jameis, when did you get in from Atlanta, and where are you heading back?
I'm heading back after I do this. But I got in about 11.
So you came this morning?
Yeah.
Does it just feel kind of like a whirlwind weekend going back and forth? And how much fun is that to do both in such a quick succession?
It's fun. I wish I could have played in the game. I wish we had a night game so I could have like rushed and skipped all this and been able to play.
Flying commercial or taking the safe plane?
I don't know. I'm just getting on the plane, going to sleep, and waking up when I get there.
Jameis, Jimbo said that he thought maybe at times during practice he saw some tiredness in your eyes. How would you, how did this spring practice go for you as far as being, mentally there, physically there?
Well, I was always mentally there. Physically, it was some days where I was drained, man. I'm a busy man. Like I gotta study and I gotta do things that I'm a regular college student. I'm not a person that like football is not particularly my job yet. So I gotta carry out my everyday life. And I just can't sit around and just be lazy all day. I hate being bored. So if I'm not doing something, I'm either watching on my iPad, protections or something, or I'm always doing something. So I'm gonna be tired sometimes. But if Jimbo asks me, Jameis, are you tired? I'm gonna say no, coach. But obviously he can see in my eyes like, hey man, I'm tired. I'm hold back some. So I mean, that's just how college life is. But I love it.
How was this?
2 more questions.
How was this spring different, and this is the second go-around for you as far as baseball and football?
Because I played last year. And the spring before that, I didn't play a full football season. So I was ready to play. So I had a little bit more energy in me. So it was easy for me to make that transition with baseball and football because I was basically focusing on baseball because I didn't have a team to be over or anything like that. And last spring I was actually battling for a position. And when you're battling for a position, you don't care. I don't care if you're tired, if your leg broke. I'm trying to get this position, so I'm doing anything it takes to get out there. But this year, I mean, I was. Well, they say I'll probably start next year, so I was a little bit more comfortable.
You'll probably start.
Yeah, probably.
One more question?
Jameis, you mentioned over the summer, last year how important that was with all the guys. Same thing this summer, how important getting out there with Bobo and Kermit and all those guys to get your timing down.
One thing that Coach Sanders, if it's one thing that Coach Sanders ain't taught all our quarterbacks, is getting 5 full speed routes on every route. And that's one thing that he always drilled into me. Like, push the guys around you. Make sure the guys around you, because he coached Peyton and good guys like that. And he made sure, he told them that, make sure you got everybody on the same page. And that's important. I mean, when you want to have a successful football team, you want to have a passing attack, you want to have a rushing attack, you got to have everybody playing at the same level. And that's how you win football games, because that's what we did last year. Everybody was playing at the same level. We had individual leaders that people didn't really see step up, because they got comfortable. And when our team starts getting comfortable with each other, feel like they can voice their opinion, feel like they can say they have a say-so on this team, that's when we're gonna start winning a lot of football games.
All right, thanks man.
Jameis, are you done with football until baseball's over now, or will you do like 7-on-7 stuff?
I'm never done with football, man.
So you'll do like passing drills with receivers and stuff?
Yeah.